What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's happening with it? Where is Mr. Michael at? Mike, where you at? Bam, there goes Mike, people. You know what he does. That's what he does, y'all. I pay him good money. Mike, and he smashes a like. What's happening with it? Get the comments right quick. Bam. What do we got? Christina, what's happening with it? Just this. Boom. All right. I got the phone. For some reason, man, on StreamYards, I don't know. From StreamYards to YouTube, it's the comments are different, man. It's been acting weird. So I got them both. Let me just refresh this though. Let's go here. But what's happening with it, man? You see the title here. Okay, long gone. What's happening with it? Skunky, what's up, Ryan? What's happening, bro? Hey, I actually saw your video the other day. I didn't know you were doing that, man. Shout out to you, bro. You should continue to upload, bro. You've been supported a long time, man. Got my support if you do, Ryan. You know, be like Mike for sure, man, for sure. Absolutely. So yeah, you see the title. I don't know which way we're gonna do it. A couple things to cover right quick. Real fast though, I had Marissa's tits up on the community last night, and I gotta be honest and give credit where credit's due. That was a shared post of A Balance. He gets biggest balls. He gets biggest balls. It's only right. I could show you the tits, but I shared the breasts on my community. Shared his post prior to this live. I did the same thing with Bob. He had an update on the Madalena case. You know, you could share someone's community post. When that happens, like all the comments combined and all that. So anyway, I shared AB's last night, and I'm like, man, is this gonna ride out or what? Because I don't know. It's straight boobs, right? So I tapped first. I gotta be real. I shared it, and I let it ride for like a couple hours. And then I deleted it. But I looked this morning, and AB still had boobies there. So he absolutely gets biggest balls in my book. Let's take a peek at those things. And the post was actually interesting because the way that it was worded. So let's have a look, shall we? So he where's this at? Let's just have a quick peek of it. He shared it. So, but the way that he worded it is very clever as well. Very clever. So what he did is he said, what he did here is he said, is that granite countertop? And I had to get one in there, and I left a quick comment. So it's just tabletops, people. So so in the comment that I left, and somebody let me know 100% gets biggest balls for this. 100%. 100% gets biggest balls for this. He didn't tap. It's still up there. Let me find the comment. Here we go, right here. So I said on the post, he says, is that a granite countertop? I said, I don't think the carpenter used a level. In my experience with tabletops, usually one is slightly bigger than the other. I'm led to believe he may have used saline as a substitute. Either way, definitely, but most definitely, no wood. And all the other comments were tabletop related. So I like the way that this was done. Very clever, very slick like. Boobies are still up. You know, got to open it up and give best balls to best balls, people. I mean, come on, balls. What, you know, pretty comical, man. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Mystical, what's happening? What's up, Whispers?
Come here, girl. Scooch over.
Big old Whispers is in the house.
Come here. Ooh.
The very friendly and very loving rescue dog. Goody!
Say hi.
Goody!
Say hi.
She gets shy. She's been coming along, people. Big time. This dog does not leave sight from either one of us all day.
Of who?
All day.
Of who?
She's coming along. What's up, Shandia? What's up? What's happening? Okay, what else I got in the clutch?
Mommy, love you, bro.
Something else is in the clutch. Hold on one sec. Oh, yeah. I want to say this as well. So the last live, you know, talking with Don, he was telling me about some of these psychics. And I brought, okay, everything's okay. I brought up some lady's name, I believe, one of the last couple lives that we did. And the lady's name was, Reverend Donna Serafina. So today, and you know, I come with the facts. Let's have a peek. So today I jumped in the psychics chat. You know, just for a little bit to do. Let's get these tits out of here. Just to do a little, you know, what's going on over here? Hold on a second. What's happening? Just to do a little snooping, man. Oh shit. Sure. Just to do a little snooping, right? And I couldn't do it, people. I couldn't do it. Now, granted, the man told me there was a lot of stuff done because of this lady, and I do believe him. But when I jumped in the chat, the lady was super spiritual, and I saw a few names in there, and then I learned this lady has a daughter that was actually I don't know if she was killed or she was murdered. And I just listened to her, man, and I can't do it. I just can't do a parody. I can't do it. There's just no way. I just can't do it. So I'm gonna leave Miss Donna alone. I believe, you know, look, sometimes, man, you know, first off, I think the majority of YouTube psychics are all shenanigans. But that doesn't mean all. It's the same with true crime channels. There are good true crime channels out there. Plunder. Shout out to Plunder. Hate to even say her name. Never promote her because I don't want idiots to go over there and mess with her because she's good. But I love that channel. She believes in God. You know, she's got a good message, positive message. I don't know. I don't know this lady that much, but I just got the feeling that she has you know, I don't know. Look, man, I don't know all about psychics, man. It's hard to jump into it, and I'm just leaving that one alone. It is what it is. But yeah, so anyway, wanted to say those two things. We got the January 6th stuff is out of control, you know, and then we have a case which is nuts. It's not brand new. The Heather case, mother of 8. She has 8 kids. Her man is in prison since 2010 for conspiracy to sell cocaine. Somehow, some way, the dude is in a halfway house. Her car is found with her blood in it a few miles from the halfway house. I don't think this is getting enough media attention because the lady's white, the dude's black. So I think there's like, you know, the media, man. But it's weird, 8 kids, still nothing on this one. So I want to dig into that, but I don't know which order to go in. So 1 in the chat if we're doing January 6th first, 2 in the chat if we're doing that case first. It's y'all's call. I'm just freeballing it. I think that people without a religious background can't understand, though, why this man would not do anything physical possible to find his baby girl. 1, so we're doing J6. J6 is easy, man. If you haven't seen it, if you don't know, Matt, this is such a weird genre. I never knew true crime was getting away with being good looking. Like, hey, Ryan, look, bro, you are a beast. I know what you do. I respect you. And man, you know how to get under people's skins. That's between me and you. But boy, oh boy, bro, are you needed over here. Ryan, there's Shenanigan City over here. These people over here, bro, are it's disgusting, dude. It's disgusting. They're taking advantage of grieving families that are missing kids. They're e-begging and banking off kids, bro. Kids. You're needed, bro. You're needed. You know, I've tried so many freaking times to get a hold of the prison dudes and bring them over here. I've tried to get Big Sid over here, Dean over here. I've tried to get so many guys. Blood on the razor wire. I've tried to get so no one listens. It's cool. Everybody has their own thing. I get it. The prison genre, it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is, right? Nothing wrong, but I just think there's more work over here, man. I always got the real with you. Just know that, man. What we got on the numbers here? So one, man, if you ain't seen the listen, this is crazy, y'all. I don't think it's about the fact if she's white and he's black, it's not being noticed. A lot of cases that have been, yeah, that's that. Drags have a lot of, yeah. Well, you know, Nicole, I don't. That's just my opinion. I don't know, man. It's so strange to me to see some cases get way more attention than others. It gets deep if you think about it, because a lot of missing people cases, at some point, FBI gets involved, and then it's a different ballgame. I personally experienced that, you know, when I went out there in the Gabby thing. It's not, you know, it goes from Northport PD and stuff like that to FBI. Way different ballgame. Way different ballgame. And it's just the reach is different. You know, it's nothing for me if I wanted to get a hold of the captain of the Northport Police Department. If I wanted to get a hold of the human resources, if I wanted to go do whatever I wanted to do in regards to Northport Police Department, I could do. I can't do that on the other side of the coin. Ain't no way in hell. And it's a different ballgame. I can demand that Northport Police, I can go out there and do a Betty. I can demand that they tell the people something. And at some point, they have, there's pressure. They got to do something and say something. Feds don't even see you. Don't even see you. And then if you think about it, all the missing people cases, it gets really deep. If you really look into it and you really line it up, there's so many cases I can name, so I'm not going to name any. But the big cases, the huge ones, the Kylie case, all these cases, you look at something as simple as a cell phone. Where was the missing girl, boy, adult person? Where was the phone at when the feds were involved? You'll never find it. You will never find it. They'll find the car under the water by a YouTube dive team. They'll find the pen, the sweater, the notebook, the laptop. They'll find the shoes, the hidden photo. But they won't find that cell phone because it has a lot of data on it, a lot of information on it, GPS, all types of stuff. And not just in one case, on all these cases. You know, I share from time to time Gabby Petito's YouTube channel. She wanted to be a YouTuber. It's called Nomadic Static. Subscribe. Still talk to her family. No problem. Brian. No problem. They got the letter. They got everything else. No problem. That's just that case. Kylie's. Where's her phone at? This is two cases. Keep going with it. You'll never find the phone. And then if you think about that, and just start adding it up, don't get too crazy. Don't get the tinfoil hat on yet, but just start lining it up to be like, yeah, that kind of makes sense, right? If you start to think about it, which is what we're going to talk about tonight, we're on the FBI right now. You know, Congress right now says that they're weaponized. Which is troubling, to say the least. Super troubling. But I don't, you know, the thumbnail, it was nothing to find this missing person case poster. Very easy. I Googled January 6th. And after watching the new footage, all I see is the agenda, the plan. I'm not going to make a thumbnail where there's all this havoc and violence. Nah. So I kept searching and searching, but that's all I could find. So I found an image of both parties and put an X through it because they both are lying to all of us. And it's sick. It's sick. And the problem is, and I've been a product of this, so I've stopped. I used to be really calling people, you know, you're ridiculous woke and wokey woke and all this. I don't do that no more because I'm being used as a pawn. If they can get me to fight with the person who's woke, who aligns ideology different than me, and if they're getting us to argue like that, they win. Same way, white or black, they win. Everything but rich and poor to an extent, they win. You know, it's out of control though. You know, it's out of control. But these new photos, so everybody knows about January 6th. I guess. You know what you can see. I've been following it a long time. I've been doing YouTube over 2 years. Never had a strike on this channel, ever. People have struck me, this and that, karate chopped it, got up out of there. Appealing everything. Only strike that I've ever had. January 6th. I did a video on the QAnon dude, the head guy, because he got 4 years in prison. And there was a BLM dude who burnt down something, did some crazy stuff. Wish I could pull the video up and show it. They took it down and struck me. Because in the video I said, I'm not QAnon. Definitely not. Okay, but it's messed up that they gave this dude 4 years and this dude got 10 months probation. And at the time that I did the video, we only had the footage that everybody thought they knew. I mean, we all knew it was exaggerated and shenanigans, or at least some did. But now there's video footage of police, Capitol Police, walking this guy around, taking the keys out of their pocket, opening locked doors, giving him a tour. Tucker interviewed a black police officer for the Capitol. 22 years on the force. He voted Democrat his entire life. On January 6th, this dude doesn't know what's going on. There's all this hysteria. He goes to the Capitol. 22 years. What does he do to get through all these violent people? You know what he does? I'll show you what. Hey, give me that hat in there, that red one. Is it in there? So to get through the Capitol with all these violent people, he does this. And goes into the Capitol. But there wasn't really nothing going on in there. Come to find out, it's his words, not mine. 22 years. They fired him because of that. But he doesn't even like that dude. On top of that, a week later, this is that guy, 22 years in the force, head of security, they call a meeting to the Capitol Police and say, we need y'all to stay neutral. What does that mean? What the meeting was is, we have information on the 6th. There's going to be a lot of people here. Treat Trump supporters fairly and Democrats fairly. Well, isn't that in the oath? Isn't that what's just supposed to be?
Whisper.
I mean, I could tell you all this, but look, let's just take a peek at some of this stuff.
You see this? That's Matt's fault. He lets her eat anything she wants. That is the string to my sweatpants.
Okay.
Terrible, terrible girl.
Watch out, girl.
Tell them what she did to my shirt.
Hold on, what is this? Hold on. Oh, this is about the most fair I could show you, y'all. About the most down the middle person that we got right here.
Video of the fucking QAnon shaman being led through the Capitol police.
No. What happened there?
The story of the violent insurrection.
Oh, yeah, of
that's
course.
the narrative.
It
right?
was, I mean,
By the way, well, let's just be real clear. You shouldn't break into the fucking Capitol building. You shouldn't be trying to like get out there and say that the election was, you don't exactly know. You're just buying into it, and then you all invade the Capitol. Wasn't good. Wasn't a good look for America. Wasn't good for any of the people there. Nothing was good about January 6th. But video of that guy being led around through the Capitol building by police. They're basically giving him like a tour. They're talking to him and hanging out with him. The cops were television show, and now everybody's up and they overtook the Capitol. They're essentially, it's like, there was so many of them that they overtook the Capitol.
I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this, and I don't care.
January 6th was an insurrection. In fact, it pushes that claim. That's why the party and its allies in the media prevented you from controlling the images you were allowed to view from January 6th. They controlled how the public understood that day happened, and you would never know the difference. Those lies had a purpose. They created a pretext for a federal crackdown on opponents of the Uniparty.
Our office wanted to ensure that there was shock and awe that we could charge as many people as possible.
The first thing you notice from viewing the full video is entered the Capitol that day.
Holy shit.
Hundreds and thousands over the course of about 2 hours. The crowd was enormous. A small percent of them were hooligans. They committed vandalism. You've seen the pictures again and again. The majority weren't. They were order. These were not insurrectionists. They were
All right, some reason I just pause it for no reason. Everything that I'm doing, it's like behind for some reason. I'm commenting and then hitting send, and it's like the words are like finishing before I can see it. Really weird. So let's just see if we can catch up. Boy, she's a puppy. She's a big old puppy. A little man complex, you think? Well, listen, Dolly Bear, he might, but the dude is fair. Listen, he ain't perfect. Politically, though, man, if you look at Rogan, he's about as down the middle as it gets. And look, this stuff, I used to say, man, that YouTubers are scared to talk about it, which I think I'm kind of right, but it's more of a thing. It's more of a, it's much deeper than that, man. Look, I got a strike. Okay, the only one on the channel. Video was a long time ago I did. Didn't even get a lot of views. For breaking down that I thought that this Q guy was done wrong, which he was. And when he gets out, what you're about to see, he'll probably have a massive lawsuit on his. He deserves it. Them people have been treated wrong, man. Okay, there's a guy in Florida. I've reached out to the family. Okay. They won't talk to me. I'm on Getter. I have a lot of followers on Getter. I like that platform. I'm not on like Truth Truth Social or anything, but I'm on Getter, and I like Getter. I talked to a grandma. So this woman has a son and a grandson that was at January 6th, both in prison. I almost got her on the show. She wouldn't come on at the end. She got scared. People are very fearful, but it gets deep. What they did to people's bank accounts, it's very, very ugly. But when it comes to the social media part, you have to understand, man, that COVID changed everything. You know, I say a lot, like, I really hate the misinformation and the hate speech, those two words, because it's not that I dislike them for anything more than it's so wide open. Misinformation can be anything. It can be anything. But COVID really, like, excelled that word. As far as YouTube goes, people have been banned and censored for things about the coronavirus months ago or a year ago that they can now say freely without having the same consequence, okay? But because at the time it was misinformation, they lost their platforms. I got in trouble myself. Only time I really got in trouble on YouTube was for this guy, okay? Because, look, I went against the narrative. What I'm trying to say is this: misinformation, hate speech. Why do you say hate speech is bad? Because you're supposed to believe that anyone who doesn't like hate speech must be a racist. No. Hate speech can mean anything as well. It's not white or black. It means, are you homophobic? Are you this? Are you not trans this? Are you that? Are you blah, 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 blah? There's so many freaking things, like what the hell? You know, even comedians can't even, listen, people, we have to laugh. We have to laugh. It's too wide open. But what I'm saying is, YouTubers don't touch certain things. I do think some are scared, but you're forced to conform. You're forced to conform. I've been keeping up with this way before this live. I got a strike on the channel talking about my opinion on it. The way that they word the terms of service on things is it's tricky. It's tricky. The Daily Wire and that other guy, what's his name? The big conservative guy. They had a beef. I don't watch him. Somebody help me out with the guy's name. The comedian dude. Man, what's his name? Rumble, Dolly Bear, Rumble. People, it gets tricky, man. It's very difficult. They listen. YouTube, all YouTubers are forced to conform, no matter how you look at it. If you ever watch a YouTuber and they don't talk about something, and you know they have an opinion against it, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. It's exactly for they conform people. What is the guy's name? Daily Wire and the other guy, the big conservative guy. Jesus Christ, let me find it. This guy makes a lot of sense about what I'm saying. Hold on, man. What's the guy's name? Crowder. Steven Crowder. How did I forget that? Steven Crowder talks about this to an extent. You get conformed. All YouTubers get conformed. Listen, people know the media is shenanigans. People know the media is lying. They're not going to let social media be wide open as a avenue to pit against that. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. They got to curb this. It's why DC Look, man, you saw what Elon uncovered with the Twitter files about January 6th, but it's deeper than that. Rumble is a good alternative. I'm over there if you're over there. But as far as YouTubers go, money-wise, it's not even the same, not even comparable. And let's talk about that for a second. I just did my taxes. 2022. How much did I make? Oh, I want to see some guesses. Take your honest guess. Because I see in the comments all the time. People are like, I just had a comment earlier. Someone's like, you're no different than the rest of them. Ads play on your videos. Yeah, moron. I have no problem. No problem. I sleep just fine letting the richest company in the world pay me. It's a big difference than begging my subscribers. How much did White Boy make in 2022? Just did my taxes. Skunk, way off. Way off. Way off. But I appreciate it. Christina, so Skunk was way off on the plus. You're way off on the minus. Look, come on, keep them rolling. Keep them rolling. 60 grand, Debbie says. Way off on the plus. Keep them coming. We got 500, 100,000, 60,000. Come on, keep them coming. There's no wrong answer. It depends on the ad revenue too. I would say not even 1,000. No, just on YouTube, 55 grand. Nope, way too much. Nicole said not even 1,000 for the whole year. No, that's way undercut. 25,000. We're getting closer, but you're on the plus. So no, Debbie. Skunk, you went too much on the up. 357. Mystical, that's a good guess for a monthly income. 6 grand. A little over $6,000 is what I had to pay taxes on. 12 months in a year. What does that come out to a month? About 500, right? About 500. But not really. That's if you divided it by 12. Not really. It's really weird. Some months it's like 300. Some is a little more than that. The best months on YouTube, you know what they were? The first one was when I was out there. I want everyone to pay attention to this. The most money I've ever made on YouTube. 2 months. First month was when I went to the potato case. Could not stop people from donating. Just like when the hurricane hit here a few months ago, I could not stop people from donating. You just can't. That's why I don't really. I know why the tragedy pimps go to these places. Don't get me wrong, but you never hear me say like anything about the amount of money that they have. Because some of the people that are in this chat, you know who you are. We talk to you on the phone, and I'll even text or say, you don't have to do that. You cannot stop. I can't stop you from spending money just like you can. You can't tell me what to spend mine on, either can I. People are going to spend their money how they're going to spend their money. But when it comes to Rumble, I can't compare it because I set it up over there and I don't have an audience over there. It's not the same. And it's not just with me, it's for everybody. People think, there's so much misconceptions on what YouTubers make, man. I saw a video, you know, I don't like voices behind my balls, but some guy made a video on what she makes per year. And he was like I think he's like $1.2 million. I'm like, dude, are you crazy? But what the problem is, I just told y'all $6,000 is what I told H&R Blog. If you look my channel up on Social Blade or one of these websites, it's going to tell you way less. But none of those, there's really no way to find out how much a YouTuber makes, because this video, okay, no one's donating. I'm not asking, but I'm just saying, right? No one's donated, right? If somebody donates $20, okay, it's not guaranteed, right? But if someone donates that, then I've made $20 off this live. How could you calculate or predict how many times I'm going to go live, how many donations I'm going to get, and then on top of that, when the video posts, people can do a super thanks. I can get members through this. There's ads after it posts, so there's no way to calculate it. And on top of that, the ad revenue is weird. So every YouTuber is different. Every YouTuber. You know who makes the most money? Makeup genre. Makeup YouTubers. They make like $12 to $15 per 1,000 views. True crime people make between like 6 to 12 per 1,000. And if they're making 12, they're on the upper scale of the pay rate. It's just very complicated to explain, but it's nowhere even in comparison with Rumble. It's not even A or B. Can't stop. Exactly. Oh, I'm not complaining. Look, that was, look, 500 a month, no one will be complaining about that. That's like if you think about it, it's like a little side job that I'm doing per month or something like that. You know what I mean? It's not, look, I keep it real with y'all. No, you would not find a YouTuber telling y'all that other than over here. But what I'm saying is, like, it gets deep, man, because they conform y'all, man. And at the end of the day, it's Google, right? I've heard people say, I'm going to make an app. I'm going to make an app. Good luck with that. You got to make another Google. If you make an app, you got to put it on Google. So you're still up under their terms and service. With YouTube, their terms of service are so contradicting. You can get anything you say, you're subject. So people just play it safe. That they're conforming us. They're conforming us. And here's the tricky part. Let's say you step over the line, and the worst that they're going to do is take your monetization. They don't delete the channel, because if you got 250,000 people following you, they don't want that gone off the platform. They're not going to pay you for it. That's your punishment. I guess they thought if they stop the money, you'll stop uploading, was the thinking. But you continue to put the videos up. If someone with 250,000 followers gets demonetized and was like, you know what, F YouTube, I'm going over here to Rumble. They don't want that. YouTube doesn't want that. So they're going to let you live, just not pay you. It's crazy. And there's no way of getting around it, man. Matt, YouTubers are a lie. The only people who make money are YouTube whores. Man, look, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. It's hard to do right on YouTube. It really is. It really is. It is. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Sometimes some of the scammers and sometimes some of the characters, when I say character, like some people play character on the internet. man, that shit takes off. It's just silly to me. It's backwards. It's the social media life that we live. But I'm just keeping it 100% real with you. They're not going to let this little. They know this is the new thing. That people know the media is lying. They're not going to let. They're not going to let a YouTuber have more voice than the media, even though we think different. They got to conform. They got to nip it up over here. And trust me, they have. It's too hard for me to explain it all. But if you ever questioned somebody that you fully trust as a creator, why they're not talking about something, I just told you. But this is crazy, man. They for 2 years, you have this smear and these lies. And at the end of the day, I'm about to replay the video. They hired an ABC producer to edit the videos that we're watching, and it's just insane. But at the it's not. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, the left. No, man, it's both. It's both. It's both. There's no way that somebody, if it was on the left, somebody on the right could not have done something. You look at the FTX thing, the guy gets popped. The guy donated to both parties. Look up what politicians took money from that dude. Blow your mind. It's hard to just get 100% on board with one party. And that's what I mean. That's why I tried to stop what I used to do. Oh, lefty, woke, this and that. No, because I'm just being used. I'm being used, and it's not that. You got to respect the person that you disagree with. We don't need to argue, but we need to know that they're both lying, and that's what this showed me, man. That's what I want to kind of show.
Sightseers. Footage from Capitol overturns the story you've heard about January 6th. Protesters queue up in neat little lines. They give each other tours outside the speaker's office. They take cheerful selfies and they smile. They're not destroying the Capitol. They obviously revere the Capitol. They're there because they believe the election was stolen from them. They believe in the system. Here's the man you've heard referred to as the QAnon shaman outside the Senate chamber. These are not rioters. These are people who wandered over from a political rally.
We will not let them silence your voices.
After the rally, they walked down Pennsylvania Avenue, where organizers had secured a federal permit to hold a legal rally on the grounds of the Capitol.
I know that everyone should be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
Once to the Capitol building, things get chaotic. Capitol police officers fired tear gas into the crowd. In front of the herd broke windows. Someone opened the doors, and many hundreds of others just walked in. Did make it the story. And at the center of it, the
Was that Alex?
most famous person arrested that day was a Navy veteran from Arizona called Jacob Chansley, often referred to as the shaman.
So-called QAnon shaman. QAnon shaman.
Someone named Q Shaman.
Jacob Chansley became the face of January 6th, a Dane conspiracy theorist dressed in outlandish costume who led the violence to overthrow democracy. For these crimes, Chansley was sentenced to nearly 4 years in prison, far more time than many violent criminals.
Hey, Fetters, what's up, man? Yeah, 100%, bro. I don't know how long you've been in here, but what I was talking about and trying to explain it, but it's just so hard for people that don't do YouTube or really understand social media. I talked to you on the phone about a creator that I would love to meet one day, that I fully supported. I don't know him, but you're friends with this person. They got banned, and that I believe, were involved in starting a whole different social media. I'm sure at some point you guys came to the conclusion that everything that you've worked and put your time for is a complete waste. You cannot get around Google. You can't. I just said I'm on Getter. It's an app, and, you know, it's for mainly one party over there. A lot of memes, a lot of jokes, have a lot of fun over there. But it's not, I can't do and say what I want. I'm not on Truth Social. Can't do and say what you want over there. They both have to work around Google. This thing's all new to us, but it grew too fast and it got ahead of all of us. Even the law, even the freaking law, even the freaking law. What is it? Section 230. What is it? It's crazy, people. What's even more crazy is, if you can understand that concept, what comes next, which is artificial intelligence. Very complicated. If you look at transhumanism, if you look at the people at these big tech companies, it's some scary shit.
Now receive. What did Jake do to resist punishment? To this day, there is dispute over how to translate the Capitol building. But according to our review of the internal surveillance video, it is very clear what happened once he got inside. Virtually every moment of his time inside the Capitol was caught on tape. The tapes show that Capitol Police never stopped Jacob Chansley. They helped him. They acted as his tour guides.
Wow.
Here's video of Chansley.
They're opening the door for him.
Chamber. Capitol Police officers take him to multiple entrances and even try to open locked doors for him. We counted at least 9 officers who were within touching distance of unarmed.
All right, so that's just one video Rogan had on there, man. Look, they railroaded the dude. They got edited videos. The dude's doing 4 years now. People, if you look at the other footage, I got some other stuff I'll play, but if you look at the other footage, these people are walking around, not doing anything, nothing. But on the same token, I've been following this a long time. Tim Pool, again, I've reached out to people. Okay, like I said, there's a grandma on Getter. I was talking to her for a while. Son and grandson are arrested doing time. There's a guy in Florida I really, really wanted to get his family on. He's a 50-year-old man, no criminal history at all. 0, no arrest. Went there, he's still doing time. And people are they're in confinement, they're getting done bad. There's an interview of that Q dude. It's on a channel called Channel 5 News. Okay, that's the channel name, but it's a YouTuber. It's not media, and the guy's good. Calls collect. You could hear a lot of truth there. There's also an interview of somebody that was arrested on January 6th on Tim Pool's IRL channel. That guy gave it to people real. Tim Pool asked him, was there violence there? He said, yeah, there was. There was some people that were doing stupid shit. But the majority were doing nothing. And listen, I'm just talking about what you can see that was newly released. I'm not even going into Ray Epps and everything else that there is to say about it. I'm not even going to touch that because I can't show it to you. And then they're going to say that we have tinfoil hats. But where was the footage when they railroaded this dude? Gave him 4 years. Man, come on, man. That's video footage, man. He's got 4 cops around him. You want to put me in prison for 4 years because you said I did all this and there's video footage of I'm walking around with 4 police and they're taking their keys and open up doors for me and there's hours of footage of this and I'm doing time in confinement in the box? No, hell's no. But there's a, man, it gets crazy, people. But the problem is it's both parties, man. It is both parties, man. They are playing, listen, man, there's the January 6th committee. is not all people on the left. It's not. The guy, Kevin McCarthy, he barely got the speaker. I like Gates from Florida, but he couldn't have been white boy. Man, shit. I'd have been like, how bad do you want to be speaker? Yeah, do all this. Remember when you were on the committee and did that to Trump? Say that you'll suck Trump. Bro, I'm not going to vote for you until you say it. Okay, you're not going to say it? I'm not going to vote for you. I just can't do it. Just say that you'll suck him. I would literally make them say it. All right, look, y'all, we're going to do one more vote, hold one more vote. I just want to say to the public, I'll suck Trump. All right, you got that. Now I'll do it. I'd have toyed with him. But that dude, and here's the thing. All this footage, we didn't see it because Pelosi was speaker. And until this week, I didn't know this. How weird is this? Tucker slipped on this one. The Speaker of the House runs in charge of the Capitol Police. What other police agency in the United States is ran by a politician? It's weird, people. When Rona was around, they wouldn't give nobody no restrictions, nobody no exemptions. All politicians got, and they got one. Man, what is the movie? I put the link on it. A lot of people got mad. Look, there's video footage of what I'm saying. It's not my opinion here. You could see it for you and make your own decision. The Rona, the vaccine, a lot of people didn't get it. A lot of people did. All I'm saying is there is a documentary out that you should have a peek at. What is it called, babe? The documentary that we watched on Rona. Damn. Died suddenly, man, on Rumble. I'll post it. Look, it don't matter if you got it or not. If you didn't get it, you should watch it. You don't have to have that tinfoil hat anymore. And God damn it, if you got it, you might want to take a peek at that. I'm just saying. Not being a dick, I had to present that to my family. And I've been saying this in family Christmas and Thanksgiving and all this. Big arguments with my own people. I am the only person in my family not to have the vaccine. Noelle, too. She snapped at her people. Big fight when they got it. I quit a job. Okay? It's ugly. But it's, man, it's crazy, man. This shit right here, man, is not one side, man. It's both, man. It's just ugly, man. Everybody knows there's some shenanigans going on. Everybody. I don't give a frig what side of the coin you're on. You know, in the times we're living right now, something's not right. Don't care about a vaccine. Don't care about a January 6th. Take all that off the plate. You know we are living in weird times. You know. Why? It's weird. I know a couple of channels that were there, but I'll die with that one. Definitely gonna say they might even be in true crime. We're watching a movie, man. It is weird. It is weird. Jesse Ventura. I made a post. That man makes a lot of sense. It's crazy, man. The two-party system is fucked. I don't care if you think Trump is racist. I don't care if you think he's orange man bad. I really don't. I don't. Turn off CNN. I like Trump. I always will. I don't think he'll be back there. Look, why they call it an insurrection? They did that to brand the insurrection word, because in the Constitution, if somebody does an insurrection, they can't serve again. The only reason they use that word. They hate that dude. The very fact that they hate him should make you look at him. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? there's video footage now. Like it's not my opinion. Like it's crazy. Listen, we're living in weird times, man, and you have to question everything. At this point, look, this is why in prison, the gang, I gotta survive. Numbers do more. You're better off in numbers than solo. It's survival. It's survival. You have to survive. You have to protect you to the fullest. You have to make it out of there. You have to get back home to your family. So you have to do whatever you have to do to get home. Now gangs come into the question. Gangs are now in the mix. How am I at this age about to join a gang? Because I have to survive. So if I'm going to be in the gang, then the gang has to be doing what it says. It better be about what it is. So as I'm probating, about to be in the gang, I see loops in the system. I see things not adding up. I see shenanigans. I don't want anything to do with the gang. Go fuck your gang. It is the same with this shit here. You can't be like, oh, the left, the woke. I'm all the way with these people. That you ain't looking at these people hard enough. Shenanigans, loops in the story. I'm better by myself. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Makes sense now. They were all pretty much leading yeah, man, and throughout the whole mess. Absolutely, man. Look, Tucker Carlson, I highly recommend you go back to Monday through this whole week. The black officer is all you need to all you really need to hear. The dude is voted one way. You know what sucks? He's moving furniture now. 22 years as an officer. 22 years. He went to save his partners, runs in there, puts a red hat on. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. And they hid that one. And the very thing that he's black on top of it, of course they hid that. It goes against their narrative. It's just ugly. The Ray Epps thing, man, is questionable too. But the whole thing, other than that, people don't even realize Twitter banned Trump for nothing. He said, hey, go home. And they made it a big thing. You know who got lucky that day? Alex Jones. Alex Jones was there and they ate that dude. But he was like, don't go. And he's so loud and abrasive. And he said it 1 billion times. Thank God it's on like all these videos all over the web. He was smart. Because he didn't just say it one time. He said like 1 million times, saved his ass. They hate Alex Jones. Man, this is just another thing that people knew. It's just like, it's these things that keep happening. Most of us know that's complete bullshit. But it's weird because you can't prove it. And then once again, bam, more proof. It's just like, it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird, man. I like Trump. He loves our country and yeah, absolutely. Did a pretty good. He's loud. It is messed up. Here, Fetters is in here. The guy that I was talking about that Fetters knows, drop the link, Fetters. His name is Angry Viking. If you remember the Summer of Love, There was a guy, pretty big white guy. He was a military dude. He had a really good channel. I had about 20,000 subs. I used to love this guy. He would go to Portland and he would get patriots and confront the Black Lives Matter people, and they would. He was really good. They hit him fast. You know why? He was ex-military, and he spoke good. It didn't. I actually don't know why, but Fetters knows him. And to my understanding, I don't want to say anything wrong, Fetters, but I remember talking to you. When he got banned, he got mad, and he tried to start his own thing. And I help people with this YouTube thing, okay? I help people. Somebody I help, I'll even say it. Look, Charleston White, I help him. I see him go from 0 subs to over 200,000, okay? You can call him on the phone right now. They really don't like him. He's been censored, banned, multiple accounts. He says, I'll make an app. You can't get around Google. You can't. You can't. You just can't. There's no getting around Google. You can't. It's just nuts, man. It's not even about what politicians you like or don't like, about being the true. Yeah, I get that. I just get away from being argumentative, is, I guess. I don't look at some point on social media. I like to joke on here. I love to do parodies and shit. I like to laugh with everybody, but I also could be serious. You guys know, it doesn't matter. At some point, as it grows, you have a responsibility. Each and every YouTuber does, whether you want it or not. Some guys don't get the learning process. Some guys and girls get on this thing, and the next day they got 2 million friggin' followers, and they gotta learn it. Sorry, girl, it's okay. Relax. They gotta learn it fast. You gotta get it with it fast. You have a responsibility. It's not hard to put positive stuff on this thing. It ain't. It's not hard to do good, but it's hard to speak up sometimes. It's not hard to speak up ever. It's so difficult to explain. You have a responsibility. This thing, I got 12,000, working on 13,000. That may seem like a lot. Very grateful, very thankful, but it's not big in the world of YouTube. It's not. You have to have a responsibility to speak up on what's right. And with conforming is leaving God away. With conforming is me when I do a parody of House of Weenies. Me conforming is me calling him a her. Me conforming is me not saying, why is this person in true crime around little kids? Me conforming is me not saying a lot of things that I really, really, really want to say. Really want to say. But I gotta be careful. And that is dangerous. Listen to what I just said. I have to put, it's messed up. You understand what I'm trying to say? We're getting conformed. We're getting conformed. Not everybody. Everybody. I can say whatever I want. There's consequences. I shouldn't have to think about what I want to say. But at some point, your moral compass is going to force you to say things that's on your heart. And then when there's a consequence on that, that is not American. That is not, it's just not right. But everyone's getting conformed. You understand it? All right, so we got Heather Mae Kelley. This lady, mother of 8. This is not brand new, man, but it's definitely, I don't get it. It's very white and black, literally on this one. Here's her, this is her missing banner. Let me play this for you though, right quick. Okay, this is a good one here. Let's play this one.
Police in Kalamazoo County are building a case against Kelly's boyfriend. They'll need to act quickly.
He's locked up, but court, so he's set to be.
Mr. Ken Colker is breaking new developments in the search for missing mother of 8.
Federal court records show that Heather Kelley's 7-year-old boyfriend, identified in search warrant connected to her disappearance, up in New Waco County, set to be released in late April. Target 8 is not identifying the boyfriend because he has not been charged in the case. He was wearing a tether and had been finishing up a federal sentence at the Cape Hep halfway house on Chicago Avenue for a 2010 cocaine conspiracy that included a murder plot. Halfway house is miles from the car was found. Blood and human hair in it. DNA test showed the blood was Kelley's. On December 11th, hours after the car was discovered, the boyfriend went AWOL from Cape Hep and ditched his tether. He was arrested 3 days later. In a letter the boyfriend recently wrote to his federal judge, he gave another reason.
Hold on a minute. I don't like the way that it's sharing. It's not showing the whole screen. It's ugly, people. I can keep going on and going on. You know, when I first started the channel, you do a lot of joking around, talking about prison stuff and all that. And you know, I used to speak about, like, you know, being white, pro-white, all that type of stuff. You know, I'm fresh out of prison and stuff. You cannot pick your race. You're born, but it's not wrong of you as a person, if you're white, to look into your race and be proud of it. There's nothing wrong with that. The exact same thing is not wrong if you're black, to look into your race and be proud of it. Or brown. There's nothing wrong with any of those. Oriental, anything. You should be. There's nothing wrong with that. The way that it is now on social media, if I say that I'm proud to be white, well, there's nothing wrong with that. What am I going to be called? And it's even, you know, I did a video over 2 years ago, an interview with a guy who's in a band in California. And I said, are they erasing rock music? Well, 2 years later, in my town and the county over, south, north, actually, 3 counties south, and 4 counties north, including this one, there's no rock stations. Not one. Not classic rock. None. You have country, you have rap, and pop, but no rock. None. Zero. Zilch. That's why you guys see us at the karaoke bars a lot, to listen to rock music. I happen to like rock music. I can't turn the radio on anymore. I can go on my phone, sure, but it's off the radio. It's gone. I don't know, ask yourself, in your county, can you turn a rock music station on? Why is that? Why? It's pretty weird, people. Simple question. I'm not going to give you an explanation. All right, I want to reshare this. I don't like the way it was shared. Damn it, it's doing the same thing over here. Why is this doing this? This is weird. I don't get this. Why is it, why can't I go full screen here? I don't get this. Oh, that's this one. Wait. There we go. Let's try this. Can I do it now? Yeah, bam. Okay, cool. Here we go. There we go. All right.
This mistake is costing Amazon Prime shoppers.
Police in Kalamazoo County are building a case against Heather Kelley's boyfriend in her disappearance. They'll need to act quickly.
He's locked up, but court records show he's set to be released soon.
Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker is breaking new developments in the search for the missing mother of 8.
Federal court records show that Heather Kelley's 37-year-old boyfriend, identified in search warrants connected to her disappearance, is locked up at the Newaygo County Jail, but he is set to be released in late April. Target 8 is not identifying the boyfriend because he has not been charged in this case. Court documents show he was wearing a tether and finishing up a federal sentence at the halfway house on Chicago Ave for a 2010 cocaine conspiracy that included a murder for hire plot. The halfway house is 2 miles from where Kelley's burned car was found. The car inherent in test showed the blood was. On December 11, hours after the car was delivered, the friend went AWOL from KPEP and ditched his tether. He was arrested.
Man, my bad. Was it echoing? It was echoing. It was echoing, huh? All right, let's try it again. I have to scoot. Dolly, I said goodnight to you. I was just ranting, man. Don't know if Ryan's still in here. I think Crazy Lady left too. Look, take care of the kids first. Absolutely. Got behind on the comments a little bit. All right, so look, I went from one topic to the next because I stopped myself for multiple reasons. This is the Heather Mae Kelley case. Very weird. This is what I was talking about. I'm going to replay it. Wait, where's it? Here we go. No comments here. Down. All right, I guess nobody commented. All right, let me replay this thing.
Heather Kelley's boyfriend in her disappearance. They'll need to act quickly.
He's locked up, but court records show he's set to be released soon.
Investigator Kolker is in a search for the murder.
The other friend, identified in search warrant connected to her disappearance, is locked up at the Newaygo County Jail, but he is set to be released in late April. Target 8 is not identifying the boyfriend because he has not been charged in this case. Court documents show he was wearing a tether and had been finishing up a federal sentence at the KPEP halfway house on Chicago Avenue for a 2010 cocaine conspiracy that included a murder for hire plot. The halfway house is 2 miles from where Kelley's burned car was found. The car had blood and human hair in it. DNA test showed the blood was Kelley's. On December 11th, hours after the car was discovered, the boyfriend went AWOL from KPAP and ditched Heather, arrested 3 days later. The boyfriend recently wrote to his federal judge. He gave AWOL. Kelly's brothers had texted him death threats, quote, even sending pictures of an AR-15 assault rifle. Kelly's brother, in a phone conversation with Target 8, denied threatening the boyfriend. Detectives obtained 8 search warrants for the boyfriend's phone, email, and Facebook records. They show that the boyfriend lied to detectives investigating Kelly's disappearance. He claimed he had last seen when she dropped him off at KPEP mid-afternoon the day before she was reported. But phone records and GPS from Mr. Shelley were together at the Park Club, a private dinner club in downtown Zoo. Late that he was a busboy. Records show his phone was turned to the area of East Michigan and Sprinkle, near where her car was found. They also show that his tether went dead. Detectives say the fact that his phone was turned off shows signs of premeditation and, quote, supports the theory that Heather Kelley has been the victim of a violent crime. Detectives were searching for a second person of interest they say may have helped destroy evidence. In Kalamazoo, I'm Target 8 investigator Ken Colker.
This book.
Mystical, off and on. Really, I don't know what's going on. It's everything I do. It's like I don't have it on slow mode. I never do slow mode, but it's acting like it's on slow mode. It's really weird. It's probably my internet connection. Mystical, is that the first time you heard about that? This is weird, right? So I'll play another one. It's not long. So this lady, she's a mom of 8 kids, 8, and this is like months old. This happened in December. Let me, yeah, December. It was December. So I guess it's like she's missing. They find her car, hair and blood inside, her blood inside it too. It was abandoned miles away from where X in prison on conspiracy and plot to murder was doing time. He was doing so much time, he made it down to like a halfway house, which a lot of states do have. In Florida, we got work release. So we got a halfway house. But the problem is, it's weird they say he went AWOL. That's like some military term. Whatever. It means like you go nuts. So whatever. So I guess he left the halfway house. At the time they find the blood and the hair in her car, they scoop them back up and get them, put them back in the prison, but they don't have enough on them to charge him with anything. And since December, no body found. I can see something about it recently, but can't remember where I've seen it. So the trash out. Okay, everybody went and did kids and trash off and on. Yeah, it's really weird, man. Let me play one more I found. Let me see. Okay. Hello, girlie. Hello, girlie. Hello. What are you doing, big girl? What are you doing?
Led police to that conclusion.
Heather Kelley is mother to 8. The county says, based on surveillance video, they knew she was last seen December 10th at a Comstock business.
At this point, we want everyone to understand that we have this vehicle.
Kelley's vehicle was found far. She was last seen.
There is evidence which leads us to believe that there has been foul play.
Officials say they do have a person of interest in custody and unrelated charge and believe this person that could help.
This person of interest that we have in custody on a separate charge doesn't mean for people.
Officials did a few searches in a few days. We're told several detectives and units are working to find Kelley.
And so we're going to continue moving forward on the basis that we're going to find her. And as a decent human being, I'm hoping we find her healthy and happy and return to her family.
Investigation all the Kalamazoo counties and dispatch on one county Louis Fox 7.
All right, let me kill this right here too because yeah, isn't that weird? Anyone heard about this one? Anyone heard about this? Heather Mae Kelley, mother of 8. Man, this is weird. You know, I'll be honest. So I actually didn't hear about this until today. I shared it on my Twitter earlier, and then I was looking it up, seeing like if there's any videos on it. There was a YouTuber that's covering it. I don't know the channel name though. Yeah, this is crazy, right? How come? So it's really weird, man. You did Long Gone, mother of 8. It's just weird though. It looks like it's kind of like, I'm sure we all can agree, who we may think did it. But I was just telling Noel this, like, they say AWOL, like that's like something you say to somebody in the military or something like that, not an inmate. Whatever that means, he went crazy. Oh, he does say something though about, so they get him after he goes crazy. Let me find that. So the AWOL thing, I think that's what I shared on. Yeah, let me play. I could play that on the phone instead of trying to share it. Let me go to it. Hold on one second. Let me find it. It's right here. Right here. So yeah, it's current. This is in January. Still nobody. Oh, that's another thing. The dude's getting out next month. So you got in 2010, you got conspiracy to sell cocaine and the plot for murder for hire. She goes missing. He's in the system. He works it down to halfway house. They find her car, her hair, her blood in the car. No body. She's still missing. At the time they find the car, he escapes. AWOL, whatever. They get him. Goes back to the jail. Bam. No charges. Dude, it's all the way up for him in April. He's about to get out. So I think on this one there's an audio thing. Let me see it. Crazy as hell, isn't it? The reason in the beginning I say the media didn't play it, man, because it's white and black. That was just, I don't know. That was just my opinion. But I'll tell you this. The few videos that I did see on YouTube from the media revolving this, them ones I did on share screen, the comments are Level-Headed. Have you heard of this one? Shout out to Level-Headed. Oh, here we go. I have the damn volume off. Here we go. Come on, what's going on here?
That she had never met, as you mentioned, that was back on New Year's Eve. Her cousin says she's going to do whatever she can to track her down.
Hold on, I'll share this one too. Oh, this is the cousin. Let me share this one too. I'm gonna show it to you guys. So bam. Okay. This is what I tweeted earlier. This tweet. So I'm gonna put it on the screen. Bam. What Level-Headed say? PJA. Level-Headed, man, got a good channel, y'all, and very Not on the dramatic side, on the factual side. Good information. Oh, January. Oh, wow. Murder for hire. Okay. News channel. Please check the thumbs up. Absolutely. Smash it. Massage it. Selena, what's happening? Good to Selena. All right, let's play it. All right, mother of eight. Where's it at? Come on, where's the video? Bam, bam, bam. Here we go.
Dave, there's a lot to unpack with this particular case.
Certainly is, Roop. The worst.
What the hell? Hold on. We got the wrong damn page. Wait, is it? Okay, I'm with that. No, that was the 10 days. Hold on, let me go back.
There's literally no trace, and it's not her.
Shannon, cousin, her friend, Lynn, because that's what Lynn would do for her.
No matter what, we would always have each other's backs, and we always have for the most. She's for me through so much.
The two were very close until had met someone online on meet.com.
She met this guy. He lived in Bronx, New York, and that's where she was going.
Things changed quickly from there.
She would stay on FaceTime with him, more wouldn't let the kids.
Lynn's out of her life. And it all came to a head on New Year's Eve.
December 31st, she took off with some of her stuff, and
All right, I don't know what the hell is going on, man. That was a different case. I don't get it. Why is this thing not letting it share tonight? I got my internet's taking a big dookie tonight. Big dookie, like a whisper dookie. When whisper dookie's just like 4 pounds. She stank too. All right, I'm just gonna let this thing play audio like this. It's Bobo tonight. All right, I'm clicking on this and it's going to I guess there's a missing case underneath it. FBI believe missing mother of 8 was murdered after last call to her children. But why is it playing this other thing? So weird. Heather Mae Kelley. Yeah, this is the case. Why is it playing this crap? Hold on, let's see what's going on here. Even my phone's having bubble internet. What the frick is going on? Babe, you pay the goddamn bill? Huh? I don't know. What about her kids? I don't know. She's got 8. I haven't heard nothing. Listen, there's not a lot of videos on this. Very hard to even find anything. All right, so this, I guess, was the case.
Seemingly drive off to meet somebody that she had never met. As you mentioned, that was back on New Year's Eve. Her cousin says she's going to do whatever she can to track her down.
There's literally no trace, and it's not her.
Shannon Christian is trying to track down her cousin and her friend, Lynn Kim, because that's what Lynn would do for her.
No matter what, we would always have each other's backs, and we always have.
Lynn Kim is not Heather Mae. Why does it keep playing that? So weird. I don't know what's going on with that, y'all. Anyway, man. Hold on. What's over here? I could just read this. All right. Here is the December that her truck was burning when it was located and her blood and hair were found inside. Oh, I didn't know that. Her truck was on fire. Members of the family have said that her boyfriend is a person of interest. The investigation that was detained 4 days after Kelley vanished. When Kelley left her home, she told her children that she was going to see if her boyfriend at the halfway house. Her boyfriend's electric teether, I guess ankle thing, appeared to be deactivated the night of the disappearance. Records say he later left the halfway house, according to the outlet. The boyfriend hasn't been charged in connection to the case. He remains in jail on a federal hold that expires on April 26th. It's the 8th, little over a month. He was on a federal parole and has been serving a sentence at the halfway house for conspiracy to sell cocaine in 2010, which included murder for hire plot. The halfway house is located 2 miles from where Mrs. Kelley's cousin found Miss Kelley's pickup truck on the 11th. The cousin told police she had seen the red pickup truck DNA test matched that was hers. The boyfriend said in a letter to the judge that he took his ankle thing off because Miss Kelley's brothers had sent threats via text message and sending pictures of an AR-15. So the boyfriend wrote the judge and said that her brothers were threatening him. It's so weird. This case is weird. The boyfriend requested an early release, saying that he needed heart surgery, but the request was denied. After getting search warrants for the boyfriend's phone, Facebook account, and email, detectives found that boyfriend hadn't been truthful with investigators. He said that he seen Miss Kelley when she dropped him off at the halfway house in the afternoon on December 10th. The phone records and GPS data from his ankle thing show that they were at the Park Club, a private dinner club where he worked. His phone was turned off that night, but it was later tracked to an area near where the truck was found. The ankle thing was shut down and wasn't turned back on the following morning. Investigators say that he turned the phone off was an indication of premeditation, and it supports the theory that Heather Kelley has been the victim of a violent crime. The nonprofit Silent Observer has offered a reward as much as $5,000. Isn't that crazy? What are we doing? All right, the Silent Observer. I gotta look that up. Who is the Silent Observer? Tips at FBI.com. I don't know. Shit is nuts. Gurgling sounds. What in the hell is going on? I'm not playing any videos. Did he make a return yet? Or is he still doing halfway retirement? What a weirdo. part of it makes me think that maybe, if anything, with Mr. Donald, you guys know I'm at least going to yank out of him. Once I build it up, I'm feeling like me and Don are getting a little trustworthy, you know. But once I can build it up a little bit. Never spoke to Candace yet. She said a hi and stuff in the background, which is cool. But when I can get there with him, he did enjoy the old Prayer Garden parody. He did make old Donald laugh. But when I can get up there with him, I'm gonna be like, Don, come on, keep it funky. Give me the truth here with the log situation. Come on. This is how I'm feeling. I'm pretty much sure. I'm like 99.9% all the way right here. Just need some validation. Kind of like the J6 video. Just give me that January 6th video that Tucker Carlson got. I need it. Let me present it to people. And goddamn it, I have a feeling in the future here, I'm going to be making a video being like, man, I told you so. The log thing, and here's the facts. Also, once I can get to that level, there's so much I can do here. Remember when he set Cankles up? I mean, that was kind of the slick hold on. So he was going to meet her at the coffee shop and then ditched her. I mean, I can get a lot of stuff here. I can break a lot of lies down that we've been hearing. So at the very least, that's what I intend to do. What other ones am I forgetting? What's the wild theory? Let it rip. Yeah, I don't know, man. The internet's jacked up tonight. It's weird. Was it okay in the beginning? I don't know what's going on. Let me shut this window down. I have no idea, man. Anyway, she's probably used to getting... Yeah? Was it messed up in the beginning, though? In the beginning part? I couldn't tell you. Oh, look. Look, man. Email. Yeah, listen, if you don't want to say it, email me, man. White boy. Don't email me, Christina. Just shoot the text. If you've gotten to the, you have the phone number, just shoot the text. Don't do the email. Why would you? Anyway, I need people's help. But I don't want to let this go. Look, there's a couple things I need help with. Major videos. I really want to get a hold of the live I did about Chris McDonough. In that case, there's a lot of kids that he interrogated. And in 1998, they were 12 and 14 years old, right? And that was a long time ago. It doesn't matter if they were 10, 12, 14, whatever. They're adults now, and they're in a legal document. I need help with people sleuthing, and line it up for me. Really would appreciate it. I want to give them the platform. You know what I'm saying? They're adults now. I want to know, like, oh, listen, I just want them to talk. You know what I'm saying? Dude literally tried to talk these kids into taking a murder charge. Look, I can't tell y'all it, but they can. But I need help. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. To my sleuths out there, get a hold of me. Get a hold of me. For that, and for I got about 3 videos like that. I could say that one live because I don't care who hears it or whatever. But there's about 3 other videos that I want to do, but I'm not going to say live. But same content. So I need some help. Were those some he interviewed in a case? Interrogated. He interrogated them. But they're all grown up. They're all grown up. They were minors then, but they're not now. Will they can't come on? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe they will. It's worth a shot. I'm not gonna bother anybody, but you know, I need my sleuths, man. You know, run a name, find them, give me the Facebook name, I'll shoot the DM. You're gonna say yes or no. It's that simple. I'm not gonna harass anybody, bother them. But I also have a few other videos. Well, just get a hold of me if you want help. Yeah. Damn, what was the other one? There's one more I'll let you know about. A good idea. Damn, can't think of it right now. But yeah, man, get a hold of me, man. I need some help. If you follow me on, the best way to get a hold of me, man, is Twitter DM. I don't know why that works better than email. If you have my phone number, just text me. I do not check the Facebook shit. I do not. I check Instagram like every so often. Yeah, I have everything, man. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Minds. I can't do all the messages. No way in hell. And people get mad and frustrated. It's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me. Okay? All right. Listen, man, I'm gonna jump off this thing. Been yapping for a long time. I gotta get something in the belly and hit the old sack. Till the next one. Look, man, go over there to Fox, Tucker Carlson, or just type in Tucker Carlson Live. And if anything, watch that Capitol police officer tell his truth. Not long interviews. Look at the new footage. Pay attention to what's going on. I know, man, you don't need to go to White Boy Lockdown Radio. It doesn't make, I don't even care if you're not even from America watching this. Or when it does the replay. Man, look here, man. There's something weird going on, man. Don't go for the okie doke. Is all I'm saying, man. Trust nobody and question everything is the motto that you should live by in 2023. I'm signing off. Much love to everybody, man. And we'll be back soon, I meant to say.
I care less about that attorney and whatever he feels and thinks about.